Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So we're going to do a read for the first 2 weeks of February. This will be a general read. If you are looking for a personal read, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the first half of February, the month of love, right? So with that being said, we're going to focus on self-love, which starts with you, right? So with that, I'm going to pull a card just for your self-love before we get into the main spread of you and that other person. So let's do that first, because this is going to be that overarching energy that you're going to want to pay attention to. Whatever's brought you to my channel in terms of a relationship or situation, okay? All right, so let's jump into this and see what wants to come out just for you, Sag, okay? Keep in mind, too, is that we do have we're entering into Mercury Retrograde, which takes place from the first, which actually it started January 30th, and for some of you might get this before, but just note that. But January 30th up until February 20th, and this allows you to revisit past, clear things up, and then you get into that full moon in Virgo that takes place on the 27th of February, and that's an opportunity for you to put things in order, because Virgo's about putting things in order. And keep in mind that it's not just, in terms of your work and your personal life, that it also has to do with your emotions as well, okay? So keep that in mind, and the practical, the impractical, you're kind of sifting and sorting and kind of getting some sort of a rhythm, kind of into play, all right? But it wouldn't, it's easier when this Mercury retrograde comes in, because it's going to allow you to push things that are going to need to come to the surface that you can take care of, and then let that go, right? And you have all this fresh energy, and then allows you to be creative and put things into use, put things in order for yourself as you move forward, love life, relationship, person, place, or thing. But there you have it. All right, so let's pull the card that's most important for Sagittarius to be aware of in terms of the first 2 weeks of February, okay? Well, this wants to come out. What is this? Inner Temple. Wow. Okay, so this is about going through some introspection in terms of getting your balance, right? I know Taurus got that. They needed to feel a lot more grounded, and for you, it's kind of like you got this type of energy where your inner peace is going to be key, right? Very, very key. All right. So do what you need to do to get that inner balance for yourself. Really tune in to that portal of your heart, right? And really focus on loving yourself. Look at yourself, within the mirror, and really focus on loving all of you. Imperfections is all, because you're imperfectly perfect, right? So I want you to remember that, because that's what makes you unique, okay? You don't want to be a clone of anyone else. You want to be unique, and you want to capitalize on your uniqueness, right? And love every bit of yourself, okay? So especially important to do in the month of February, let alone for your whole life, okay? All right. But that's what I see here. So inner temple. So create some sort of meditation or some sort of devotional practice that's going to help you stay at peace, within your inner self. And that's going to be key. So spend some time, put some time aside. That is a good reminder that wants to come out for you. So I'll put this aside, and we are going to jump into your main read. So let's take a look in terms of where you're at right now. Now, you and the who, that who could be a friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, person of interest, or even one side of a situation or another, all right? So let's focus on you, where you're at right now. Let's take a look at what that is. Where you're at right now, wow, we've got the Queen of Cups and we've got the Eight of Wands, okay? Now, the Queen of Cups, she's all about having authority in terms of her emotions, right? So this is an opportunity to have some sort of authority in terms of her communication skills. It could be that you're offering a cup of love to someone, and you're carrying on this type of energy, this queen type energy, but she's very calm, she's very intuitive, she's very compassionate, right? And when you get her love, you feel like you've won the lottery, okay? That's what I'm feeling, and I really feel that this is you, and that's, kind of probably where this inner peace comes in, because it helps with your emotions, right? So by, taking that moment for inner peace, it makes things easier for yourself in terms of communication. And all this blue here, that's all the throat chakra. And oh my gosh, I got through a Taurus's read and I about choked. I don't know if any of you are dealing with the Taurus, but in any event, if you do, you want to check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. I'll have that at the end that you could check out the different reads. But yeah, this is interesting because I feel that there is, right after the Queen of Cups, this calm, intuitive, compassionate type energy in terms of your emotions. I get the Eight of Wands, meaning that there's some sort of change that's taking place. You might have some communication coming through that's going to have some change. And I think that's why that your inner temple will be so key, because there's some change happening here, okay? So for you, Sag, there's some sort of change of communication that's coming through, and you're gonna get word of this, right? It could be just some sort of some sort of movement, some sort of travel, some sort of change, some sort of movement that's taking place. Anything more on this Eight of Wands that wants to come out for Sagittarius? First 2 weeks I'm not gonna take that. First 2 weeks of February. Let's take a look at what wants to pop out for you. Okay, here it is. What is it? The Fool card. Whatever it is, I will tell you, Sag, it puts you on a brand new beginning, okay? You got this brand new beginning because what I get here is the Fool card, okay? Now, this is a Fool card saying it's a new journey, a new opportunity to move forward, right? And this is a new opportunity in love. She's carrying a rose, and it doesn't matter the gender. What's most important is the energy. Energy will trump the gender. So do note that, okay? But she's got her bags packed. The dog's below her, making sure that she doesn't step off that cliff, because and to remind her of any danger along her path, right? But this is new opportunity, a fresh perspective, a new page, that's coming out, and that's what I feel here. So there is a new opportunity that's happening here, that can take place here, and this is all about being new on the path of life, looking forward with confidence, and kind of taking that leap of faith, right? And that's what I feel. You're taking that leap of faith, and you may not have any idea what the future holds, but what you do know is that the Fool's very good at meditation to get the clarity, and that's what's really key, right? And she reminds us to trust the process, okay? And that's why I think it's important for you to go within, okay? So that's what we have you right now. I'll pull one more card from the Soul Trees for the month of February and see what wants to come out that's going to help you within this. Of course, you don't get one card, you get 2 cards, okay? And we'll take them. All right. We got transition and be open, right? Now, isn't that perfect? Because exactly what we just talked about, this really confirmed what we just said about the change that's taking place in a new beginning. So yeah, this, be open to this new beginning. So there's a change, right? There's a transition phase of something that's changing, which, again, is this here that's changing. And then you move on into a new journey. And this is, this new journey here. And this is saying be open, right? I should put it this way, because she's moving to the new journey, so be open, right? So there you go. So that's going to be key, okay? So there's where you're at. Let's take a look at this other side and where they're at right now, okay? This other person on the other side, let's take a look at what this is. Ooh, Knight of Wands could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. We get the Knight of Wands is very passionate, okay? Making motion. Someone's coming towards you. I think it's got some passion, okay? And this is, of course, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. And Knights are all about taking motion. Now, keep in mind, you might resonate with one side more than the other. Just focusing you on here and the other person on the other side. So the Knight of Wands, so a very passionate, could be a fellow fire sign. I get the Eight of Pentacles. They're real focused on their work right now, really engaged, right? And so what I get for this other person on the other side is that they're real focused on getting some sort of solid foundation. This is, a very passionate motion, right? The Knights are all about motion and moving forward. And this is about with a lot of passion, okay? So, keep that in mind. They have a lot of, adventure, a lot of energy. They come in fast and they come out fast. So keep in mind, they're a little bit about lust as well. So do note that. The next card that I get is that Eight of Pentacles, and this is a change. Just like you on your side, this other person's going through some sort of change, and this could have been on the work front of some sort for them, but it's also some sort of engagement that they're doing. It could be them investing into education, training, or whatever, new job, whatever, but they're putting a lot of effort into something and they're letting go of the burdens of the past. And this is, again, more fire energy. Letting go of the burdens. This is the 10 of Wands. That's letting it go. Okay, that's putting an end to it. Okay, it's ending with a brand new beginning. So just like you've got a brand new beginning, so does this other person, that they're letting go of the burdens of responsibilities here. Yeah. And that's what they're doing. Okay, and anything that the soul trees want to bring out for this other person over there, over here, let's take a look at what that is. What about this other person? What's most important for this person to know in the first 2 weeks? Let's see here. Emerging. Yeah, they're emerging now. They're growing. Now they're actually coming out of the dark and into the light. It kind of looks that way here, right? So there is an emergence from this person after letting go of this types of burdens over here, okay? And that's what I see here. I want to take a look at, you know, what is it that you need to know about this other person? What do you need to know most about this other person over here, Sag? What do you need to know most about them in terms of this relationship or just situation? Queen of Wands. I get you, you know, I get the Queen. That's you, your energy. Let's take a look. And what else? Five of Wands. So here's the thing. I got the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Now this is you, your energy here is what I feel. And this has you focus on the light, focus on your creativity. If you want something and you want to move something forward, you create it, right? It's like that energy of creativity. She can create whatever she puts her mind to. And she always has her face towards the light, like the sunflowers. They move towards the sunshine, right? And that's kind of you. And I think that there has been maybe some sort of burdens of the past, adversity, because we get the Five of Wands. The Fives is some sort of adversity, change, conflict, right? And this is some sort of disagreement and strife from the past. And this is you, you know, saying, hey, I'm not even focusing on that adversity anymore. What you need to know most in this situation is that you're not going to put up with any sort of conflict and all of that. You are focused on the light, okay? You're focused in on that, and that's really key for you, okay? Anything else? From this Five of Wands, tell me a little bit more about that. The Magician. Could have been dealing with the Gemini, but this is saying is that this is saying you have all the resources to create what it is that you want in your relationship or in your situation or in life overall. The Magician card is all about an opportunity where you can actually have the swords, you have everything that you need, you have, you have everything that you need in terms of making a beautiful decision and moving forward. You've got the strength, you've got the emotions balanced, and everything here. So just keep that in mind. This is just letting you know that you can move forward with grace and know that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and you have all the resources necessary. Okay. Yeah, that's what I feel here. What is this conflict surrounding? What is this conflict surrounding? What needs to be surrendered from this Five of Wands here? What is there? Surrender any sort of addictions. Okay, Sag. So whether you're addicted to, it could be food, people, it could be, anything of this sort, sex, overworking. This is saying you're taking action to heal that particular addiction of some sort, and you are creating healthy alternatives. This could just be in a mindset too, is that, maybe you're focused on maybe some sort of limiting belief from the past and carried that through adulthood and maybe into relationships. And this is saying enough of that. I'm not doing that anymore. And you are actually choosing healthier people, places and situations that are going to feed your soul. You see, again, she's focused, not on this conflict and tension. She's focused on the light, right? So for those of you that need help with that, hence beyond the read up here or in my description box, but this is really surrendering any sort of addictions that might be standing in the way of a relationship or situation in your life, okay? And that's what I see here, okay? What does this other person need to know most? Let's see. What does this other person need to know most? What is that? Seven of Wands and Eight of Swords. So the Sevens of Wands, sevens is about having faith. This is standing above the competition and continuing, to persevere. But this is saying, this is having faith that you are above ground about all the others, right? And this is all about perspective. This is the old way, being caught up in an old perspective, but this is having faith. So for them, this other person, what they need to know most is that they have faith to change the old way of doing things, to change their perception. They can stay on top and continuously have faith to kind of move forward, okay? Because this is about there's competition, but there's also perseverance to stay on top, okay? And the Knight of Swords. Tell me a little bit about the Knight of Swords and what that is here. Yeah, they're surrendering to procrastination of not doing anything and holding back. This is about they're jumping on their goal instead of putting it off, and because they know taking action will give them more success. So this could be in a relationship or situation, because remember at the beginning this other person was taking action and working really hard, putting things in motion. They're actually doing that, taking on Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. Okay, how does this person feel about you? Okay, so for some of you question that, how does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? We'll use the pink love cards, okay? Let's take a look at how this other person feels about you in the month of first half of February. How does this person feel about you? Let's take a look. How does this person feel about you? Okay, too many cards flew out. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip them all back over, okay? Okay, I'm flipped all these over. Let's take a look, okay? This is the only one right smack in the middle that came up outside of the whole other deck. It was right in the middle lifted up, so I'm going to take this one. This is starting fresh, new chapter, clean slate, okay? So this is good. So this other person is starting new, and we could kind of see that, you know, you can kind of see that was happening. But what they want, how they feel about you is they want a clean slate. They want to start over, okay? That's what's coming through. They want to start all new with a clean slate. You're probably thinking, oh boy, I don't want someone back from the past. And that's okay for some of you, but there are some of you that might want that and want to work through something, and that could be the case. But hold tight first, okay? They want a new chapter. Now that new chapter, you know, could go a couple different ways. But they want to start over. What else we get? Spring. They want to plant the seeds now to bring pathways so something can grow in the springtime. Okay, so they're willing to put in the work on whatever it takes. So for some of you, it could be spring. That's obviously a time to you know, that's really time for the flowers to bloom and start fresh, right? But it could be it's planting the seeds now to make that happen. And so that's what they want to do, okay? That's how they feel about you. Anything else that wants to come out? Let's take a look at what this is. Nibbling mice. This is about taking advantage of, this is about taking advantage of, what does this mean? Taking advantage of unappreciative, okay? You know how something kind of just nibbles at you, and it might be causing some sort of how they feel about you. They feel that maybe they kind of feel that it's kind of like they feel you nibbling at their heartstrings, right? And it's kind of like they feel that maybe they feel a little unappreciated. Okay, it could be for a right reason or whatever. What else do I get? Void. They're going through a little bit of emptiness and heartbreak. Okay, so there is some of that's happening in place. They're a little bit love sick. They feel unappreciated, and they feel a little bit more brokenhearted and a little bit more in void on this side. Okay, so that's what I feel, and it could be for a good reason for some of you. Okay, it could be for a very good reason. Let's take a look at how you feel about them. That's how they feel about you. Okay, how do you feel about them? Let's take a look. Cycles. You're learning to break free from old cycles. So for some of you, you're like, no way, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. There are some that do, but this is saying that you're letting go of an old cycle. And an old cycle doesn't have to mean throwing out the baby with the bathwater always, right? Which means that, you know, you don't have to throw out the whole relationship because of a bad cycle. But you're going to know what's best for you. But this is saying there is a karmic cycle that has ended. And maybe it was karma on your side that you kind of completed an old cycle, or you saw a behavior pattern that you say, no, I'm breaking free from that. I'm not doing that cycle anymore. And with that, you're so much stronger and can move forward. Okay. So some of you, you're saying, okay, no, I'm going to definitely break my cycle. I want to break free. I don't want to repeat the patterns of the past. Anything else? Alone. yeah, right now that you're kind of you're a little bit more of a loner right now is what it is. Is it because you're going through these changes? So you might be a little bit more closed off, right? You know, the chair's empty, you know, and that's what I feel here. That could be that you're not letting anyone sit in that chair right now for you. You know, it's kind of like that you're not even sitting in that chair. You've kind of taken off. You're not at the seat of love right now. For some of you that could be the case, okay? But note your comments below, guys. Let me know, okay? Anything else and how you feel about them? You're making improvements on your attitude. You are turning a brand new leaf, okay? And that's what card wants to come out for you. I gotta say, it's all about you moving forward, Sag. You're really moving forward and with so much passion and strength and creativity. It's unbelievable, okay? You're turning over a new leaf because you are improving your attitude and you are definitely making a huge change within that. So congratulations to you. You've done so well. I'm so proud of you here. This is so awesome. So I love seeing this, okay? And then your best way, and what I'm going to do is pull a card. I'm going to pull this here because we're getting towards the end. I'm going to pull a card here, and this is going to actually help you give you some final advice in terms of the situation and the relationship that you're in. So let's take a what's most important. And I usually use my coaching, so I just kind of want to pull one that's going to be most important for Sag. And this is what it is. What do we get here? I accept people and situations as they are, okay? So I know it's a tiny little card there. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, but that's what's coming through. And this is beautiful. So this is about accepting people and situations as they are, right? You're not trying to control them or change it, and you are just opening up to you're just blooming here. I'm just so proud of you. Guys, note your comments below, and I look forward to seeing the second week of February. And until then, namaste.